Hello, so this is my pitch for Kaiju Clash, not to be confused with the first project. I stuck with the name because I think it's a really catchy title, and the character is still a kaiju. That character design and overall look is not going to change. It's only the core gameplay that's changing, significantly. That said, I do hope to repurpose the movement control. But anyway, the pitch for the game itself is it will be a cube, like voxel-based world, where the character's animated using voxels and different models that swap out. And this will give it a unique look, and it'll give it a nostalgic feel, as it's meant to replicate kind of classic platformers from back in the day, especially things like Crash Bandicoot, Banjo-Kazooie somewhat, though it's more linear based. Just all these single, like kind of classic platformers. Croc is a big inspiration as well, in fact. It's meant to be somewhat linear, where it's kind of like the corridor kind of format of Crash Bandicoot, where it's not like a Mario 64, which is a sandbox. They are linear levels. Another big influence was Tori 3D, which is a really cheap game. I think it's like £2 or something like that. But it's a super simple platformer with just a jump and a run. And I've looked at that quite heavily to base my mechanics on, the levels, just to kind of figure out what I'm going for and what I can realistically achieve. Especially considering it was a Game Jam game as well originally, I believe. So it should be very much achievable. While I don't have time to make the art myself, I will be using art from the asset store, and I feel like with me using a voxel style, there's going to be quite a lot that's cohesive and I can use. So I'm pretty happy with that, especially with the fact that if you look at the premise, you simply go to different levels and beat a boss at the end. Now, the theme being a old mascot platformer, these levels are just going to be simple settings like, oh, the grassland, the iceland, all that sort of stuff. And I'm pretty sure there should be assets for that with how common those things are in games. As for the features and mechanics, there's going to be melee, a run, a jump, projectiles. This is all for the player. I'll then add enemies, things like moving platforms, a score system, which will basically be a high score at the end of the level, just add a bit of replay value, collectibles, which I hope to include and will unlock a secret level, and then a pause function, which will naturally pause the game. If I didn't list them here, there will be other things like music and sounds, and other mechanics, but these are the ones that I felt were most crucial and worth mentioning on this. So yeah, that's the pitch for my game. It's all in all, it's a retro-inspired platformer, which is going to be very linear, and that's pretty much all there is to it. It's a simple concept. I feel I can get it done in the time left, and I think the voxel style makes it sound kind of unique.